welcome back to my channel. I realize I've been missing, but I'm so delighted to be back and to give you more tips on ESL online teaching. In this video, we will discuss the ESL online industry. This industry has made tremendous additions recently. What started with only several organizations and a couple of teachers has developed into a billion-dollar industry with many organizations and a huge number of educators all over the world. It's estimated that teaching English as a second language is a $63 billion industry, and the online division has taken a greater slice of that pie every year. Thus, assuming that you're considering teaching English online and how to get started, then this video is for you. Welcome back to my channel, and please click the like and subscribe button. Okay, so as an online ESL teacher, what you're going to do is teaching English to students from one side of the planet to the other. A portion of these students could be kids or even grown-ups. You could be teaching individuals in China or even Russia or any place on the planet. That is the thing that makes teaching online great. But when you get into this industry, you will find that there are a lot of various choices out there. So what we're going to do is somehow separate what this kind of occupation involves, so you can pick the most ideal choices for yourself and decide which companies to apply to in light of your particular requirements and interests. To get going with who will be teaching, you will want to begin pondering what level of students you want to teach. There are organizations that will just focus on younger students, 3, 4, or even 5 years of age. Then there's different organizations that will cater to business experts all over the planet. So who do you want to teach? Find an organization that works with a subset of gathering that you might want to teach. A ton of these organizations will offer one-on-one classes, but there are organizations that additionally bunch classes. So you might be teaching 3 or 4 or 5 students all at once. There are even organizations that permit you to teach a whole classroom loaded with students on the opposite side of the world. How magnificent is that? These organizations will either give you a curriculum that they believe you should follow, or they'll believe you should foster your own curriculum. You need to remember that assuming you're fostering your own curriculum, that will take investment beyond the classroom too, that you need to factor into when you get your salary offer. The organizations frequently will have a platform that you'll sign into of some kind. You can utilize a PC or a laptop. A few organizations permit you to try and use a tablet or your phone to teach from. You'll want to sort out what kind of platform the organization uses. Is it some kind of application that you're downloading, or a site that you sign into, or do they use an outsider programming like Skype or Zoom for you to speak with the students? This could influence regardless of whether you need to apply to the company. Pay can truly shift from one organization to the other, contingent upon your citizenship, your area, your experience, and furthermore, how your interview went. Most non-native speakers will be offered a lower measure of pay, and native speakers are someplace in the $14 to $25 territory. Yet, once more, this can truly change. So remember that you want to explore what the company pays and what the company pays for your citizenship or your area before you contribute a ton of significant investment into it. It probably won't merit your time, or it very well may be a truly extraordinary company that you need to get into. So most certainly remember that the compensation scale can truly change. To the extent that the hours go, once more, this can change by organization. So start pondering how long you need to contribute. A few companies will expect you to have a set timetable, and that implies, maybe each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you basically teaching from 6 to 8. If that works for you, fantastic. A few companies are truly adaptable and permit you to open and close spaces at your longing, so you can truly fit the timetable to work for you. So in the event that you are someone who needs a more adaptable timetable, you want to search for a company that considers that. Every one of the companies likewise have a cancellation policy too, of some kind or another. So in the event that you're at an organization with a set timetable, like your Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you want to take a look at what the cancellation policy is, particularly on the grounds that you could not generally be accessible during that set timetable times. In the online ESL industry, you're going to be what is known as a self-employed entity. That implies that you are liable for your own taxes. You are liable for your own insurances and even your retirement plan. You are contracting with the organization or company to offer them your services. You truly are your own business. This means a lot to remember too. Anything they're offering you as your basic salary, you need to consider whatever taxes you need to pay in the country that you live in or are a resident of. So ensure that the proposition will work for that. You'll likewise want to monitor any cash you spend as well, any time you spend, so you can deduct anything your country offers for your charges as well. Since each company is searching for various things and take into account various capabilities, you want to ensure that you research each company cautiously. I profoundly propose applying and finding one or two organizations that you should work for. Keep in mind, as a self-employed entity, you won't be insured any hours. So it's ideal to have 2 or 3 distinct organizations or companies that you can go to, assuming one of the organizations are slow. A ton of these companies will be situated in China, as that is the biggest customer base currently in the online ESL industry. You want to consider that there will be occasions that they have where things will dial back a bit and times when things get busy. So your timetable isn't continuously going to be essentially predictable. Things will go all over. That is likewise one of the disadvantages of filling in as a self-employed entity. So you want to get ready ahead of time for that. Whenever you've considered each of the various things that online ESL brings you to the table, you can begin to contemplate what age group you need to teach, what sort of platforms you need to educate on, and what sort of pay you're looking for. Whenever you've limited those down, you can pick a few companies to apply to and get everything rolling, teaching online English to students from one side of the planet to the other. That's it for today. Many thanks for watching. See you next time.